Hey everybody, what's up? It's the Red Baron 59, and it's been a while since I've posted, and there's been a lot of reasons for that. I've been really busy with school. Just haven't really been feeling the YouTube thing either. I just haven't had time and just not really been motivated to do it. Sometimes these things happen. And anyway, I've been kind of checking out the Taken King DLC. One of the reasons why I just wasn't really having fun with Advanced Warfare lately, and I've just been trying to figure out, what I want to pursue next. And Taken King looks pretty interesting. I'm excited to see some of the new things involved with that game. And there's a lot of changes that I'm not 100% clear on. It's been a while since I played Destiny, and I suck at it. But, I got a couple of decent little clips here, and I've got a couple more nicer ones. But I've been doing the thing, playing without the Control Freaks 2 to kind of focus on improving my aim before the next game comes out. And Taken King will obviously be coming out this week, but I'm talking more about Halo and the future COD release this November. I'm also very excited about it. There's a lot more pre-orders than there were for either Ghost or Advanced Warfare. Actually Ghost has more pre-orders right now this time 2 years ago than Black Ops 3 does, but we'll see how that changes as time goes along. We still have 2 more months. But anyway, it's promising, to say the least, that perhaps we'll actually have a COD like Marco J was talking about, that we will actually play for an entire year or more. So we'll kind of see how that works out. I like some of the new maps. There's some of them I don't really understand. There's a couple of the really large maps that there's just a lot of unnecessary space with in the game. For one, the moon without the vehicles is pointless if you're not going to cut off that extra space. I mean, it's something that everybody should take from Battlefield. Everybody always takes the things that they they find valuable from other games, and honestly, that's a lesson that should be taken from Battlefield. You take the vehicles out of a really large map that make the map smaller, and there's a couple of maps in the game that I imagine are going to have vehicles on the vehicle playlist, but they're just without them, you're spawning in these really far back areas, and it's really unnecessary. It takes you really fucking long. It's kind of stupid that every single time you spawn in, you have to bust out your Sparrow, ride your Sparrow up, and then if you die, you got to do the whole process over again. And it just makes you waste a lot of time. I think every single time I've played the Moon or any of the other maps since they took the vehicles off and then re-put them back in Control, I've actually gone to time limit every single time. We've not actually finished the game with maximum points or anything like that. And hopefully maybe they'll take some cues on that and remove some of the unnecessary portions of the map, or maybe just make people spawn up further. That way you don't have to fucking waste your time with that. But otherwise, I've really enjoyed a lot of the Taken King maps. Most of them are pretty cool. I like this one particularly. It seems to be a lot of fun to me. I like the way that the map works, the way that it flows. I enjoy basically how do I describe this? The way that you can kind of move around the teleporters and do your thing and have fun with that. And overall, I find this to be one of the more enjoyable maps I've played on out of all of them. I think this little clip right here is just a 10 kill streak I got. I believe it's a 10 because I think I got the 10th guy after the end of the match. But this kind of concludes my commentary. I'm just curious how many of you are going to be buying the Taken King. How many of you will be buying Black Ops 3 or maybe even Halo. What you think about all the games. As far as first-person shooters, what do you think's going on? There's some things that I liked about what they've done with Destiny and some things I didn't like. They seem to have removed a lot of the grinding from the game, which is nice because that's really just one of the biggest turnoffs for me and one of the reasons I quit fooling with Destiny to begin with, but also obviously the lack of content and the was year one a beta controversy, which personally I believe, yes, year one was a beta. I think it's pretty evident at this point that the game was not really complete before it was released, and they should have had a lot more content. Basically, everything that's coming out with the Taken King should have been the original game's content, and perhaps there would have been a little more longevity for a lot of people, and maybe it would have even drawn a larger crowd in the long term. It just needed more variety, and it really should have more mini games of different types, like racing. Sparrow racing would have been really cool. I don't really know what else. Wager matches, which is kind of what Trials of Osiris is. And that's all I have to say, guys. If you liked the video, like the video. If you've never been here before and you want to see some more, sub and comment if you got anything to say. I'll see you next time.